Okay, welcome to my video for Oloron Jungle. Let's clear this out and let's get right into it. So, we're gonna pick up Boomba's dagger, but we're not gonna upgrade it. We'll sell it later on. Next, straight into Shoes of the Magi, and then into Spear of Magus. I'll explain all these here in just a little bit here. Then we're into Bancrofts. And then we're gonna go into some attack speed, so Telkana's Ring, and then the usual Doom Orb, and Ratatouille. Okay, so to explain why I picked what I did. Oh, actually, there's one more slot. I forgot. So if you want, you can pick up. This one's kind of optional. Ring of Vacate is pretty nice, or Hesate, for the lifesteal and attack speed. Really, any option's pretty good. You can go for Typhon's Fang, just to increase the amount of healing you're getting. But the whole thing of Oloron is trying to get your power as high as possible, because after 150 power, you have a 15% chance of critting, and then every 10 power after that, you get another 1%. So, as you can see, if we put all this on here, we're at 749, which I believe that puts us at a almost 75% chance of critting. So, it's pretty doggone ridiculous. On top of that, we have a pretty good amount of healing, and so on and so forth. So really, and the build order is also kind of up to you. So I mean, you of course these two first, and then you can get Spear of Magus if you want. You can get Bancrofts if you'd rather. Sometimes I'll go for like Doom Orb or Ratatouille right off the bat, just to get as close to critting as I can immediately, but it's all up to you. So with that being said, let's explain the things here. So Boomba's dagger, this is just for early game farming and sustain. So you're gonna use a lot of mana every time you kill a jungle monster. You get some mana and some health back. That's pretty nice. Also, you do a little bit more damage to jungle monsters, so that's really the only reason there. Shoes of Magi, just because it has high magical power, good mana, and some lifesteal. Next is Spear of Magus. For the power, obviously, the percent lifesteal and the penetration's super good early on. Next, well, actually, I guess I could read the passive here. Whenever you damage an enemy god with an ability, you mark them to take 7.5% increased damage from all sources. This effect lasts for 7 seconds and can only occur once every 15 seconds. Usually, whenever that procs, they'll die immediately, so it's not a big deal. Although later on in a team fight stage, that's super useful. So, next up is Bancrofts. You get good power, good lifesteal, some mana. The passive is you gain additional magical power and lifesteal scaled from missing health. This caps at 100 power and 20% lifesteal at 25% health. So basically, the more dead you are, the harder you hit, the more you heal. So it's pretty dope. Telkana's, just for the attack speed. I mean, the power's also super nice, but it says your basic attacks deal bonus damage of 10 plus 15% of your magical power. This effect does not hit structures. But I don't know if that scales with the crits. I hope it would. Because 15% of your power on top of a crit would be insane, but I'm not smart enough to figure out if that's how that works. Either way, you hit pretty damn hard. Doom Orb, because fucking magical power, mana, MP5, and movement speed are all fantastic. Killing or assisting an enemy minion provides you with 1 stack, granting you 1% movement speed and 4 magical power per stack. Stacks last for 15 seconds and stack up to 5 times. Enemy gods provide 5 stacks. Now, This is really good in team fights as well, because you can, especially with Oloron, if you use your one, you'll kill 4 minions right off the bat. So you just get some extra movement speed and power. It's always nice. So Ride to Tahuti, obviously one of the best options for a mage if you're looking for damage. Get 140 magical power, 30 MP5, 10% magical penetration. Your basic attacks and abilities gain 25% additional magical power against targets below 50% health. You drop out your fucking 1 and then you hit your 2, they're already at 50%, so you're just doing 25 additional magic damage. So next is Typhon's Fang. This is optional, like I said. You can go with any other thing if you want. I just prefer this because magical lifesteal is also pretty dope. Magical power is really good. Now, another way to build this that I just thought of is you could drop that out, drop this out, just go like Rush Boots or Bancrofts or something and pick up Sacrificial Shroud. That would probably be really, really good. I don't know if your abilities dealing 15% more damage, if that scales also with your crits or not. I could probably do some testing, but you know, that's just another option you can go with. As you can see, for an odd reason, hold on, why is that? This has 100 magical power, right? If I take that out, oh wait, Bancroft's or Typhon's Fang, you're healing. That gives you more power based on the amount of lifesteal you have. I forgot about that. Your healing obtained from magical lifesteal is increased by 30%. Your magical power is increased by twice the amount of magic lifesteal. Making that probably a better option, honestly. Like, yeah, with the other one you get 15% more damage. But with this one, you get, like, well over 50 magic power. So as far as relics, it's the same as always. You just, whatever suits your fancy. It's kind of situational. Blink is always a good option. Puri Beads is always a good option. So, you know, just have fun with that. Next, into the skill tree here. So his passive, upon reaching 150 magical power from items, Oloron gains 15% critical hit chance and further 1% per 10 magical power from items. Oloron's critical hits only deal 55% increased damage. I think a regular crit from like a melee is 100%, or maybe it's 75, I can't remember right. But 55% increased damage is pretty damn gnarly. Additionally, Oloron gains 5% extra scaling on his basic attacks. So that's also pretty dope. Now, oh yeah, the max you can, or the max crit chance you can have is 70%, which is the majority of the time, obviously. Now this is a cool ability because it can also crit. So Oloron charges an orb of pure energy for up to 2 seconds before firing it in front of him. The longer he charges, the further the projectile goes, passing through and damaging enemy minions, but stopping on colliding with enemy gods. This ability can critically hit and can provide stacks of overflowing divinity. So you get 290 damage. That doesn't sound like a lot, plus 55 of your magical power, but you get 55% extra damage from his passive because this can crit. So it's pretty damn gnarly. Next is Overflowing Divinity. Oloron gains amplified attack speed. Every successful attack on an enemy god during the buff provides his inner sun with energy to a cap of 20 stacks. During the buff, or for 4 seconds after, Oloron can refire his ability to conjure the sun to damage enemies in an area. The sun emits projectiles faster and more randomly, with higher ammo. Hitting the same enemy deals 30% less damage each time, to a maximum of 90% reduction. I didn't know that. That's interesting. But it's a good like escape skill. You can run through a small space, drop it out, you know. Really, my favorite part about this ability is the attack speed. I mean, firing out the whole Overflowing Divinity is pretty dope, but apparently with that 90% reduction, that's not that great of an ability. Next up is Consecration. This one's really, really good, especially after you fire your ult, but let's read through this. Oloron expands the light within himself, knocking back and damaging nearby enemies as well as slowing them for 2 seconds. Oloron and allies are bathed in light, gaining a heal over time that ticks every second for 5 seconds. For every ally healed, Oloron gains physical and magical protections. This is a really good team fight ability. I mean, not only are you doing a little bit of damage, you're healing your whole party and you're debuffing the enemy by slowing them, and you're gaining protections if you get some of your allies in there with you. Next is probably the most OP Viking ult in the game. It's the most universally useful. Oloron brings forth Oladumar, and Olofi, who travel forward, creating a large area of divine energy that distorts the flow of time within. All enemies caught in the area are negatively affected by the time dilation, attacking, casting, and even animating more slowly. Oloron himself benefits from the sanctified field in a similar way. The strength of the divine field also impacts the effect of buffs, debuffs, projectiles, and deployables. So, basically you have a big ass square where you just slow down every enemy. You move faster and attack much faster, so if you use this and put your 2 up, you'll just be a cannon. You'll be machine gunning out these orbs, and you'll be critting. So it's just an absolute insane thing. Now here's the part where some decision making comes into play, and what you kind of fancy comes in. So what I prefer to do is go 1, 2, 3, 1, pick up the ult, max out 1 first, do that. Now here's the part where you have a choice. Sometimes I'll go ahead and upgrade Sanctified Field just for the cooldown reduction, but aside from that, it doesn't do anything extra. It just cools down 40 seconds quicker at max level. So a lot of times what I'll end up doing is this. Just so I have more damage more often. You know, this is critting, this is increasing your attack speed, it's super useful. You can choose to upgrade that if you want. It's kind of situational. In the jungle though, I feel that 1 and 2 is more useful. But having that 1 point in Sanctified Field is fantastic as well. So if you enjoyed, then enjoy this gameplay. It's a decent game. I've had better, I've had worse. This is more just a build for fun, though. So it's not going to be crazy OP, but it's going to be a ton of fun. So, alright, have fun with the gameplay.
I can see the light, but I can also see the bones again. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. of the night sky, trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. And the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky, hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the time. I can't find the point where to pass the line, but you're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars, but I've always feared the dark. Now I see violet, I can feel your silence. You always feel so far when your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the tunnel closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts when you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but where the